Okay guys, today we are talking about theme, and the theme is the message or the lesson that the author is wanting to tell us or teach us through the book. So today you will be able to infer the theme of a work, distinguishing the theme from the topic. So the topic is what the story is mostly about, but the theme is the message or the lesson the author wants us to learn. So with this graphic organizer we're going to use today, we're going to of course write our title. But we're going to take each step and then we're going to determine what the message or the theme is of the story, Arthur's Pet Business. So it says, what is the story mostly about? So you'll write, that's basically the topic. Okay, what is the story mostly about? It's about this, and you write it into the graphic organizer. What happens to the characters? So tell us the story, kind of give it a quick little sequencing of events. And then, what is the lesson the character learns or teaches us? Sometimes characters don't learn the lesson, sometimes the characters teach us something. And then, what is the message or the theme? What is the lesson that we took away from the story as a reader? So this was the example of the graphic organizer that you can find in your Canvas course. So now I'm going to pull over my completed graphic organizer. So I have Arthur's Pet Business by Mark Brown. What is the story mostly about? The story is mostly about how Arthur was trying to prove that he was responsible enough to have a puppy. So it was just about him wanting to have this puppy. That's the topic. And he used his pet business for that. Then it says what happens to the characters. So Arthur decided to prove he was responsible by having a pet business. He took care of Perky even though she was grumpy and demanding. Perky made him work hard and he couldn't do the things he liked to do because he had to be a responsible pet caretaker. So those were the things that happened to the character. Now those weren't very specific, but it encompasses all the things that he had to do. He had to walk her, he had to feed her, he had to bathe her, he had to take care of her. He had to deal with her even though she was grumpy. So I didn't put all of that in there because there's not a lot of space, but I did put what it's mostly about and kind of a general idea of what happened to Arthur. Then down here it says, what lesson does a character learn or does the character teach? In this case, Arthur taught us something. Arthur taught us that by being responsible and determined, no matter what, you can achieve your dreams. And then, so that he did that because he was determined, he was responsible, and in return, he got to have his puppy. And then over here is, what is the message or the theme? So for me, the message and what I learned, the lesson I learned, was to be responsible and determined to achieve your dreams. Don't ever give up. Just keep going. So remember, the theme is what the author is trying to teach the reader. What is it that you can take away as the lesson learned from your story? Because every story has a lesson. Every fictional piece has some kind of a lesson because there's people in it, there's characters in it, and that's what we do as people. That's what we do as characters in our own lives, is we are learning lessons daily, trying to become better people. And so that's what authors do. They put their message into their stories to get us to become better people, to learn something, to grow, and to use the story not just as entertainment, but as something that helps us become better people. So that is what the message is, or sorry, theme is. It's the message. So again, use this graphic organizer as a guide. You can print it off and fill it out, or you can just jot down each step on a piece of paper and then complete the assignment on the Canvas course. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.